Am I at risk if I use employees, independent contractors, or vendors in multiple states? Yes, potentially you are, and here's why. So number one, when you have employees in different states, number one, that creates nexus. So having an employee in the state is considered doing business in that state. That not only subjects you to paying and make sure that state payroll taxes are being paid for that employee and being allocated properly, but it also likely triggers a state income tax filing requirement in that state and an obligation to pay a percentage of state income tax revenue towards that particular state. Number two, with independent contractors, a lot of the times with independent contractors and vendors, you're going to be dealing with the same type of nexus creating activity. So if you're engaging people to go operate and help you make sales or provide service in a particular state, normally under the definition of most states' nexus laws, is that considered a nexus creating activity, and again will subject you to tax jurisdiction within that state. Number three is vendors and independent contractors in particular create audit risk for companies in states where they may not have intended. So one of the big things that we're dealing with in California right now is new legislation called AB 5. And AB 5 has essentially shifted the definition of what it means to be an employee in California. So there's a lot of independent contractors that companies believe are true independent contractors that are actually getting reclassified as employees and creating payroll tax audit liability risk for companies that are out of state that utilize those workers and didn't intend to treat them as employees. And that has ramifications not only from a tax perspective, but also from a labor perspective and from a state income tax perspective. So those are the risks for companies that may be located out of state, but are using either employees, independent contractors, or vendors in a state that's not their home state.